Black and White Network. Yes, because this is really going to be a network video here. We're celebrating 150,000 subs here on Black and White Sports. And we've been growing so much, I believe we're 150,400 almost. So,
Yeah.
man,
Yeah.
what a
We've got
run.
between all three channels, we've got about 202,000 subs now, I think.
Yeah.
Pretty good. Pretty good for
Yeah.
a couple of dudes from Texas.
Yeah. Not too
Not
bad.
bad.
This stream is actually going out across Black and White Sports, Black and White Network, and the Matrix and Roadshow. And it's not going to be just a sports stream. We're going to talk a little bit of Star Wars here.
A little bit of politics, probably.
Yeah, Tron and some sports. We got some sports stuff actually pulled up here. But smash the thumbs up button, guys, if you do not mind. Really do appreciate it. And since it's actually going out across multiple channels, I'm going to read the super chats here from Black and White Sports. Rhodes is logged into Black and White Network. And any that come in through the Mason Road show, I'm going to have to switch to there.
I think we might be able to see them all because I see Connors. I don't know what channel that came in on.
I'm assuming that is Black and White Sports. Let me go ahead and
probably
go back over here and see real quick. Let me go into that. We're figuring this out on the fly, guys.
Yeah, because we're streaming across all the network channels now. So that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, actually, I ended up in the network thing for some reason, but I can see that Connor Icker's super chat is from the sports channel, and Mick Walsh sent one too. Let me read those here real quick. We have wait a minute, I could have swore. Okay. Connor Akers, $5. Do you think Kerr and Popovich are more woke than LaChana James? That's a pretty good call right there. That's a good call.
Here's my issue. Let's be real. Steve Kerr and Greg Popovich put together do not have half the reach that LeBron James
I was about
got.
to say that.
And in turn, LeBron has said things that have been actually dangerous to our law enforcement. Okay.
True.
Direct things that have been, he doxed out the cop up in Ohio. He said all those things that, in my opinion, led to the two deputies, at least in part, in LA County having been shot sitting in their vehicle. So I think LeBron has the most influence over, to pull a Star Wars reference, the weak-minded. The most influence over the weak-minded, and that tends to make LeBron, in my opinion, more dangerous.
True.
Overall, just being real.
Mick Walsh, channel member for 22 months. Congrats on 150K. And LaChana is still a woke SOB. You're right about that. Mick Walsh with €2. Hope Beijing Biden gets the Boris treatment. Well, didn't Boris Johnson just get voted in again? So, yeah, I believe he did get voted in.
Voted in. Yeah, they chose to keep him yesterday. I saw.
Yeah. So we don't want him to get the Boris Johnson treatment then. And Joe Barb Tar Heel with $1.82. Appreciate it.
Oh, John, let me see if I can do this. Let me see if I can take this back just a little bit for everybody. Let's just take it back. We're back. If you like this video, like and subscribe. Join the Black and White Nation.
That doesn't have the same ring, man.
Road Squadron.
It's got to be Road Squadron, man.
Yeah. Well, this is not the Road Squadron, though. This is a group effort.
Yeah, but it doesn't really work unless you say join the Road Squadron.
So
it doesn't work that way.
Kicking it old school.
I know, man. I know. And I forgot I got to check Streamlabs as well too. Man, we got a lot of different angles here. But hey, Andrew Klung with a just dropped $20. Didn't say anything. We really do appreciate it. Really do appreciate the super chats. We haven't been live in a long time. I'm surprised that we were actually able to work it out to where we can actually do this. Because I was actually at the dentist yesterday, so I couldn't go live.
Well, and we've talked about this on I think Matrix and Roadshow streams, because we got asked, hey, why did you guys stop the daily live streams? Because frankly, I loved them. You did too. We loved doing them every day. It was great. It was like, this is what the model is going to be going forward. And it was really good for the podcast too, by the way. The problem was we got 5 weeks of data. After we got through January, we got 5 weeks of data. And I ran the numbers and was like, holy shit, our channel is taking a massive hit because of the live streams. Because what was happening is, when we was cutting out the videos from the live streams, well, when the notifications started popping out for those videos, people weren't coming in to watch them, because they was like, I caught that during the live stream, so I'm not going to watch it. And we figure it probably cost us in that 5 week span maybe 1.75 million views.
Good now. Let me say something real quick. I just figured out something. Zen asked me sent a super sticker, but it wasn't from the sports channel, so I can't see it on the live part, but I can see everything coming in through StreamYard. I don't know which channel he sent it from, but thank you. And I don't actually know what he sent. But Mick Walsh's €2, I can actually see it because that's from the sports channel. Boris days are still numbered despite the yes vote.
It was not through the network channel.
It must have been through the Matrix and Roadshow. That's probably where it came from. It's nice to have all these channels monetized, so we got good problems here.
Yeah, that's good. That is a good thing. And Zen Master Me, we should recognize, has been with us forever. We're talking back when our own individual channels, what used to be John Matrix, Rhodes Rants, we're talking when we had a couple of hundred subs on those channels. A couple of hundred subs. And I've got to wonder if this is our old friend Ed Brewer.
I think it is.
I think it is.
Zen Master Me did send it through Matrix and Roadshow. Appreciate it.
Ed Brewer attended many a live stream with 4 people.
Yes,
in the
Black
chat.
and White Sports, when it first started in like September 2019, Ed Brewer was there with a whole 4 people in the chat. If we got 8, it was a very, very good day.
Oh,
if we got 8 people in there.
We'd get off the stream and be like, 27 people watched our stream. That's awesome.
Yeah. Mark I. Hendricks, $5. Congrats on 150K. You guys are my sports news. Keep up the awesome work. I'm a fellow Texan. Yes. Thank you. We like our Texans. We really, really do.
You know what? There's demand for that. I'm gonna bring it. I'll put it on the other channel. I'll put it on the other sports channel.
Yeah, because Black and White Sports 2 is going to be overflow.
Yeah.
So that'll be good.
I'll share it over on here. So yeah, people
there's
do
been
like
so
those
much
ratings videos.
There's been so much sports news, man, that we can't even get to it all. We probably could have made like 7 videos yesterday, but I think we have 5 of them up. I could have talked about the one baseball player that slammed the Tampa Bay Rays for not wanting to wear the pride patches.
Yeah,
and we got somebody else now that is waiting on it too from the Woke Sports Media, Sarah Spain. We're going to talk about her as well. Yes, Sarah Spain has some not so good things to say about these Christian baseball players. I wonder if she would have said that if they were Muslims. Because you know the Islam, they ain't down with the LGBT stuff either. Neither is Judaism as well. Mrs. Rank says to hit the thumbs up button, guys, so make sure you guys do it.
That's a damn good question. I don't know. I contend that there's an assault on religion anyway right now. I'm
Yeah.
not going to start. I'm not going to start preaching, but I think it's one of the issues that we have in our society, in our country right now, is the devaluing of Christians. I mean,
Yeah.
let's be real. You go through the woke mob on Twitter and you start looking at the rants and this and that and the other, and you know, you start seeing a lot of these Christians. I mean, white Christians. You see that a lot, and
Yeah.
it's part of the problem. It's part of our the downgrade of our morals or our value sets. You know,
Yeah.
I've even said, look, if even if you're not ultra religious or even tuned in as an active Christian, I think that there are values that you can take and apply to real life that keep you on a certain path. You know what I'm saying? In order to keep your head on straight and make it through life and not go out, for lack of a better way of putting it, and burn down streets and
Yeah.
businesses, things like that.
Make no mistake, wokeness is a religion of itself anyway. It is. Zen Master Me with another $2 super sticker. Thank you. Thank you so much. I guess we can get into this Sarah Spain thing.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Now there was a video clip here. It got removed, but it is over here on Outkick. You see here, ESPN host Sarah Spain calls raised players bigots for not wearing gay pride patch. Now, I have done the videos on the Rays and the pride patch. I don't believe you actually touched this, Rhodes. I find it to be very, very divisive to actually even go down that road. The NFL tweeting out stuff, it's not even NFL season. I believe all of this is really a virtue signal, to tell you the truth.
I've got a theory that half the people in the league, in all leagues, don't agree with this shit. They just keep their mouths shut. Probably because a lot of their agents have told them, keep your mouth shut. But that's in itself, that's a problem. I mean, these people, these players, and I look, Enes Kanter Freedom is not the only NBA player that feels the way he does.
No, he's just not vocal about it.
But he's lost his gig over it too. Hey, Kaepernick, that's what blackballing looks like. Sorry.
Yeah. And the video was there, but this is what Walt Sarah Spain had to say on Around the Horn. I used to love Around the Horn many years ago. She says this, quote, "This is what tends to happen when frivolous class isn't affected by things." Spain begins. "That religious exemption BS is used in sports and otherwise also allows for people to be denied health care, jobs, apartments, children, prescriptions, all sort of rights. We have to stop tiptoeing around it because we're trying to protect people who are trying to be bigoted from asking for them to be exempt from it, when the very people that they are bigoted against are suffering consequences, you say, trying to be bigoted," close quote. Now, Rhodes, I'm pretty sure you know some people a part of the alphabet community, right?
Absolutely.
We all do.
When I worked in the corporate world, I got to be honest with you, probably 30% of my entire workforce was part of the alphabet community.
Really?
Oh, yeah, a bunch. Yeah, a whole bunch.
When I worked in oil and gas, nobody brought in their sexuality. That stayed out of the office.
Well,
but
I mean, you just knew it. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, you
just knew it.
Like when I was in military, we had on my ship one guy that was clearly gay, and this is doing the don't ask, don't tell thing. He wasn't even hiding that he was gay, but it really wasn't a thing. And also, I don't know when Pride Month became kind of a mainstream thing. I really don't know when that actually happened. But I said it before, I'm gonna say it again. I would never participate in Pride Month. That's not my thing. If you want to go out and do it, so be it. But I don't think that people that say, "Hey, I don't want to wear this patch," I don't believe they should be demonized for not wanting to wear the patch. It's wrong. They're attacking these players mainly because of their religion. Let's just call it what it is. Christians are under attack. Unless you bow down to the alphabet mafia, you're going to be demonized. And what they never said that they were against these people. They never said it. Not for 1 second. They never said it.
Why should these players be forced to push aside their belief set, particularly when it ties to their religion? Why should they be forced to push that aside for these people's agenda? Why is that okay? I mean, can somebody actually explain that to me? You want me to push this agenda, so why is it okay to push this agenda, my agenda, my personal belief set? Why is that okay for me to push that aside? Exactly. I mean, what's the deal there? You know, somebody has yet to actually explain that.
Yeah.
You know,
I mean, these
Go ahead.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
No, you're good. Well, okay. You know, I mean, look, we've got a bunch of atheists. let's keep it real. Let's just peel back the Jason Whitlock curtain right now. Where we got a bunch of atheists running around pushing these bullshit agendas like this.
Well,
in our face.
It's not just some atheists too.
Well, that's true.
If you look at the fake Christians like a Joe Biden or Nancy Pelosi,
Raphael Warnock,
they good call right there. They are more into worshiping that flag, and I'm not talking about the American flag. I'm talking about the alphabet mafia flag. Than they are their religion. Their religion is wokeness. They're all about this. They will demonize you if you actually speak for the Bible. I mean, does anybody really believe that Joe Biden and Nancy Pelosi actually live by the Bible? Raphael Warnock, does he actually preach from the Bible?
Nancy Pelosi?
No.
Really? Did you see the article that came out about her husband yesterday? Shit, I meant to make a video about it. We'll just talk about it right now real fast. She's supposed to be Catholic. She's supposed to be religious and all this shit. They have been living a open lifestyle for years and years and years.
I did not hear that.
Her husband, yeah, it's a known fact. Her husband is all up in some.
So they were Will Smith and Jada.
Okay,
they were Will Smith and Jada before Jada and Will. Then,
wow. And I've got a theory, and this is purely speculation for all the assholes that might want to sue us. But it's awfully odd that nobody can seem to get a hold of the damn dash cam footage, the arrest footage for Paul Pelosi, and I can't get a hold of a mugshot. Isn't it sort of odd? All these guys out there that can pull in this stuff, these sources, nobody can get a hold of that. I'm just wondering, when he got arrested the other day for DUI, is it possible when he had that wreck the other day while he was under the influence, is it possible because Nancy Pelosi was a long way out of state that we haven't seen anything coming from that because he might have had another woman in the car? Don't be preaching to me about
this is
religion.
Way early in the morning. It was like what, 2 a.m. or something?
Oh yeah, he had been out partying. How come we haven't heard? Look, and y'all are preaching to me about all kinds of shit. No, nobody's trying to live your lifestyles, man. Quit trying to devalue true, actual, solid morals, values in this country while y'all are living y'all's bullshit, shady ass life out there and trying to act like you're perfect. Joe Biden should have never in a million trillion years run for president because of Hunter. I mean, you dumb shit. You didn't think that was going to come out?
Yep.
I mean, come on. I'm
Let
just
me.
saying. I went on a rant there, but I just think it's odd. You want to talk about Nancy Pelosi? No. Any virtue signaling they're doing is right out the window now. No,
Yep.
something's going on. There's a cover up involving her husband right now. Something
Yep.
is going down with that.
Let's
Just
get to some more of these super chats now. The Real Gamer just became a channel member. Appreciate it. Concepcion Hoppy with a $50 super chat. Appreciate that. Giants Nation in the house. $5 sub boys. Congrats on 150K. My question is, who is more underrated? Isaiah Thomas of the Pistons or Dr. Julius Irving? Now, I don't believe that Dr. J is underrated.
I'm gonna say Isaiah.
I'm gonna say Isaiah since you brought up those two. Isaiah, tremendous. And to me, I prefer him. He was a true point guard. I would take him on my team over Steph Curry because I believe in Isaiah. You can put him in any era. I don't believe you can put Steph Curry in the 90s. I believe he would get hurt by those rules. He wouldn't be as effective.
Is he the greatest pure point guard of all time?
Pure point guard. Isaiah?
Yeah.
How would you define pure point guard?
All the way around. We're not talking about a shooting point guard, although he could score. He could score.
Yeah, he could score. I mean,
he did it all. A little rebounding.
Of course, you'll have
dish the ball out, defense. Was a pit bull on the
John
court.
Stockton was like that too. John Stockton was a great defender. He tremendous passer.
Yes,
he can shoot the three.
To be the best anything, I'm gonna need a championship.
True.
Okay.
That is true.
And that's my my criteria. It's why it drives me nuts that guys like Chris Sims devalues Tom Brady every year in his damn countdown.
Nah, they just hate on him. Connor Akers, $5. The NFL will outlaw tackling and blocking by 2040 so that Lizzo's daughter can play nose tackle. Jason Whitlock said that. I did not hear that. I didn't hear that. Wow.
Oh,
the rookie credit, $5. Congrats, guys. Appreciate it. Thanks all for all the love, man. All these super chats, man. It really does help us a lot.
What's up, Rook? When you're going, I want to come back on a Fandom Collective live streams, preferably when no tornadoes are coming through. Man, did they ever say flipped out and Rookie ever say anything? Did you hear that story? I was on a live stream with them when we were having a tornado blow through here.
Wasn't that like a few years ago?
And I got blasted off the live stream and I just froze on the screen and they were like, what happened? Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it was wild. I mean, I went from a live stream to taking cover.
Ultra MAGA. By the way, guys, you can get your, let me pull that up here, by the way. Yeah, we're throwing in an advertisement here. Or blackandwhitenetwork.com. And I will go ahead and pull that up. This is our website here. blackandwhitenetwork.com. We have free articles over there. And also we have memberships over there on the website as well. And man, this video right here for the members, we tried to put that up on the network channel.
Did you watch it?
YouTubers were putting it up. YouTube would not monetize this. They wouldn't monetize this.
Unbelievable.
Yeah. So it's up there for members only to watch. And we do have the merch. You can get your merch. Use the discount code USA First, and you get 25% off anything in the merch store. And we actually have a real, true competition shirt to the media's the real virus. And that would be, this Ultra MAGA shirt is really, really selling now.
It's true.
it's going to pass up media's real virus, I think.
It it looks so damn good in person. I pulled that shirt out, was like, whoa,
Yeah.
yes, this shirt rocks.
Yeah. Giants Nation, $5. Who's the most overrated player in NBA history? Mine is Allen Iverson. Now I can see why you say AI, because when it comes to these all-time rankings, these modern day millennials want to put him like in the top 10. He ain't that. Overrated.
Oh, that is a tough call.
That's a good one right there. Now, me, I don't have Steph Curry as nearly as high as a lot of people have him. I'm not saying he's a.
You're out your mind.
How do I want to say this? He's a great player. He's a great player, but
I know one. Easy. James Harden. James Harden.
well,
Y'all quit making him an all-time great player. Stop
I don't think
he can't win shit.
Well, here's the thing. I'm not going to say James Harden, because I've seen these all-time rankings. They have him probably ranked about right. Number 40 or so all time. That's probably about right. Now, if they had him like top 20, then I'd be like, nah.
I tell you another one.
But
I
he's
think's
not that
overrated.
high.
I'm gonna keep it real. Scottie Pippen.
Yeah,
he's a little overrated.
He's a little overrated. He's a little over. I'll say Reggie Miller.
Oh,
Reggie Miller's overrated, man.
Whoa.
He didn't defend. He only made 5 All-Star teams, and
Reggie Miller could play defense. What? Did you watch those Pacers games?
I did.
That was a pit bull team he was leading over there.
I'm trying to think of. Some people say Dwight Howard. No, I think Dwight Howard now has become underrated. They didn't even put this man on the top 75.
He's kind of rebooted his career and come back and had sort of a solid second act, I guess,
Yeah, but for them to not put him on the top 75 with some of the, I know who it is. Anthony Davis. Way overrated to me.
Oh, that's a great call.
He cannot do jack shit as the number one, and he's always hurt. I definitely would take James Harden over him in a heartbeat. That's not even a question. Rookie credit, $2. That was hilarious. Yeah, man, we can soon. Mick Walsh says, man, it keeps jumping on me. I rate Klay Thompson over Steph Curry. Nah, I ain't going there. Not going there.
I actually think Klay's a little underrated, though, to be honest with you.
Maybe so. Michael Obama, $5. I'm packing more heat than your favorite ball player. Emphasize on balls. Just look at me dancing on Ellen and you'll know what I'm talking about. I'm not watching that. No, thank you. Our friend Ryan, RK Outpost, $5. Did you say Dwight Howard and Anthony Davis? No, I said Dwight Howard has become underrated because the media puts out these ridiculous polls and put other players ahead of him that have no business being ahead of him when it comes to careers. Anthony Davis, definitely overrated to me.
Definitely overrated.
It's not even a question.
I can't even bring this name up. What is he? He's nothing. He's a bunch of nothing. Ben Simmons, he's not even an NBA player anymore, really and truly.
They haven't even played him.
He's saying he's on some mental holiday for the last 2 years. Yeah, he's taking the Naomi Osaka vacation.
Giants Nation found out this is a shame Harden, Westbrook, and Dame made the top 75, but Chauncey, Tony Parker couldn't make it. Now, Damian Lillard being on the top 75 and not Dwight Howard, I was like, really? That's why I have a problem with that list.
I think Chauncey is underrated.
Chauncey
To
is
be
underrated.
honest.
That's a good call right
Yeah.
there. Mr.
Damn
Big
good
Shot is
def
definitely underrated.
damn good defense, big shots. Yeah, championship. Chauncey underrated. I think so.
Hmm. And Christy with $2. Boobs. Thank you guys. Thank you guys for showing all of the love. Got 256 people in here right now. Smash thumbs up button and become a channel member too. Or join the website and get memberships over there. So you really get us unleashed on the website over there. Let me check Streamlabs. Nope, nothing over there. So we're all caught up. We're all good right now. What else? Oh, check this out. This is something else we can talk about here. This is also an outkick right here. Now, when it comes to Democrats, they seem to be pretty silent on transgender women taking over women's sports. But it looks like now Louisiana Democrat John Bel Edwards allows mean-spirited ban on trans female athletes. He is the governor of Louisiana, and the legislature over there in Louisiana is run by Republicans. In 2021, he vetoed it. Looks like he's not going to do that now.
What the hell are they doing in our sister state voting in a Democratic governor over there?
Dude, you realize Louisiana, when it comes to governors, they've had way more, a lot of Democrat governors recently.
You know why that is? It's because of the population coming out of New Orleans. It's such a large
it's been
part
like
of the
that.
voting.
Historically, they've only had like 2 or 3 Republicans since Reconstruction that have been governors. But it says here, Louisiana Governor John Bel Edwards is changing his tune on a Louisiana bill prohibiting trans women from competing in female athletics. Initial speculation on the account assumed Edwards would once again veto the legislation that bans trans athletes after a contentious 2-year ban where trans athletes challenged the nature of competition between men and women. In May, the Louisiana Senate gave their final approval to the bill by a vote of 32 to 6, setting up whether Edwards would veto the bill as he did in 2021. Governor Edwards appears not to be vetoing the bill once again, announced on Monday as Louisiana lawmakers finished their legislative session. The bill calls for athletes at all levels from elementary school through college to compete only on sports teams that match their assigned sets at birth. This is good news right here. Good news. But here's the thing, man. I think it also mentions here why he actually vetoed it last year. Now, it says here, he says this, quote, whether it's intended or not, the effect is to send a strong message to at least some of these young people that they shouldn't be who they think they are, who they believe they are, who they know they are, Edwards said. Quote, my position hasn't changed. In the intervening year, there hasn't been a single case of this happening in Louisiana. And for that reason, it is wholly unnecessary. And because it is unnecessary, I think that there is a certain mean-spiritedness nature to it. And obviously, I would much rather the legislature spend its time focusing on issues that people are actually talking about around their supper table. This is not one of them. So his stance was, oh, it's not happening in Louisiana. We don't need to do this. But trust me, folks, it's coming for your state. It's coming for your state.
So he thinks the law is mean-spirited, but what's not mean-spirited is all the females getting run over in competitive sports right now by dudes. Let's just be honest. By dudes after these girls, these women have all worked so hard over the years, not to mention hiring coaches, all the money their parents spent. They get onto a platform wherever, jump into the water. They're racing against somebody with superior cartilage, tendons, bigger hands, longer arms, more height, more strength, and he feels this Bill is mean spirited. Really? Is that what he's saying? Because it seems shitting in the face of all women is pretty mean spirited too. What happened to liberals caring about what women wanted? That went right out the door real fast, didn't it? I mean,
Well,
Title IX, forget that. What's Title IX?
it's about pleasing the alphabet mafia. That's all it's about. It's about pleasing the alphabet mafia.
Those two doctors come out and said that they didn't know if a person could undergo enough therapy for, suppressions and all that to ever lose an advantage as a male trying to go to transition into being a female. Those doctors said they don't know. Caitlyn Jenner, believe it or not, is very against this crap.
Oh yeah,
very much against it. He says that the NC2A needs to ban all this transgender
well,
stuff.
the NC2A probably won't be around very long. They're pretty much irrelevant now.
I will continue to contend that this is all going to be fine and dandy till we have a Dolph Lundgren, Apollo Creed situation in a female boxing ring.
Yep.
Or in an MMA fight.
Yep.
When a woman gets her neck broke, or a woman gets hit too hard in the temple, drops limp to the ground because there was a clear strength advantage there. That's the thing. This is going to lead into something much more dangerous. And you already have transgenders getting in the ring with females in MMA. It's already happening. Guys like Jake Shields has come out very much vocally against it. Somebody's going to get hurt.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Mick Walsh, 2-year-old, see the Ku Klux Trans invited kids to a drag show. Yeah, that's what we had to put on the website.
Ku Klux Trans.
Yeah, we had to put that on the website because YouTube decided that they didn't want to monetize that video. But also, I have a video on the network channel I recorded yesterday. I hope that YouTube actually gets it monetized because, man, it's still getting reviewed right now. I'm not going to spoil it. It's something that happened at Lakewood Church out here in Houston, Joel Osteen's church. And boy, the Wolsters did something just insane in that church.
I'm going to tell you that video that came out of the gay bar in Dallas, probably it was all god awful, but
those parents should have been arrested. That was a 21 and older bar.
Well, we've got a Texas representative that's already presented a law this quick that they're trying to push through that's going to prevent any kids from being able to get in a bar for any reason like that. They're trying to outlaw it after seeing that shit over the weekend.
It was already against the law. It was a 21 and older bar. They were not supposed to be in there to begin with.
Well, they found a loophole. I don't know how, but they found a loophole. So I don't know if they didn't serve like any alcohol for that period of time. I don't know how they did it, but yeah, a law's been presented where they wouldn't be able to do it again. And but the thing one of the things I'm still trying to get past is the guy that was walking down the street, by the way, wearing a flag hat, walking down the street. These alphabet community protesters are out there and they're elbowing the guy and they're getting really physical with the guy, short of actually punching the guy in the face or anything like that. But they're getting real physical with him. He's just trying to walk down the street. They're trying to block his path. I can't get over the fact that Dallas law enforcement got in his ass. I couldn't believe it. I was like, wait a minute, what is going on here? We've just watched this whole video. Why are the cops harassing him? I couldn't believe it. And he asked him, what the hell is y'all's problem? They're the ones preventing me from walking down the street in this town that I'm living in. And the cops got in his ass. I was like, that's some of the most appalling shit I ever seen. So I don't know. We need to watch some of our big city law enforcement too. You know, we're always pro police, but that was some bullshit. I mean, absolute horseshit. I couldn't believe it. Did you see that? Did you watch that video of him?
No, I did not see it.
Oh, dude, you will be furious. Furious. I mean, it's unbelievable. They made him the instigator, and I was like, you got to be kidding me here. He was doing absolutely nothing wrong. And they started harassing him. I couldn't believe it.
Wow.
But let them beat the shit out of him, basically going down the walkway and not say anything to him. I was just like, this is crazy as hell. Where are we right
now? Michael Baronowski. Congrats, guys. Been here since 9K. When did we hit 9K? That had to be
it would
September of 2020 because we got like 25,000 subs.
Might have been towards the end of August. Actually.
It could have been.
Yeah.
Well, I think the end of August is when we really, when that first video, the Bubba Wallace video and the soccer team kneeling video, that kind of launched us there. So got kind of hard to keep up with the subs. YouTube seems to be letting people sub again, man. YouTube is weird about the subs. How in the world can you get 30,000 new subs in 1 month and then all of a sudden 2,000 subs in a month and you roughly get the same amount of views? That's kind of weird to me.
Look, I'm gonna keep it real. There's a blatant suppression situation that happens. I mean, we can notice it when it's happening because what happens, the browse feature views drop, which means they quit pushing your video out for people to see. And you'll go through periods. We've had months where they've done that to us.
Yeah.
Where I mean, we put out a video and look, guys, there's just certain videos we know when we go to put them out, that's some bitch gonna hit. I mean, you just know. You're like, this is going to be a monster. And then when it drops and you notice, oh, wait, the browse percentage is way down on this, blah, 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 10, 12, 15% down. It's like, oh, okay. So you're just not going to push our videos out right now. Gotcha.
See, we're already at 1,200 new subs for the first 6 days of the month right now. Yeah. So something has changed. And I believe YouTube did some kind of algorithm change because, man, we had really hit a rough wall beginning of last month. I don't know what happened. It was the worst month in over a year. Definitely since we've been doing this full time. It was awful. Mick Walsh, €2. Brandon Tatum said booze was sold at that gay bar. I think I heard that too. So that makes it even worse right there. Even worse. Let's go ahead. Let's segue to some entertainment stuff now, Rhodes.
Let's do it.
So we're going to talk some entertainment stuff now, since this is really more of a network stream. I don't know if you guys have seen Tron before. I am a big fan of Tron Legacy. I believe it's one of the most underrated movies of all time. It actually made my top 10 list of underrated movies when we used to do those top 10 streams. And what killed Tron 3 That would be Disney Star Wars. Yeah. And also it ties into Top Gun Maverick. I highly recommend you guys check out Top Gun Maverick because the same guy that directed Top Gun Maverick was gonna direct Tron 3. But it says here, Tron 3 director says Marvel and Star Wars helped kill the sequel. It was storyboarded and written. Jonathan Kosinski is flying high off the success of Top Gun Maverick, which debuted to a record 160 million over the Memorial Day weekend frame. The sequel is the first bona fide box office success for the director, who started his feature directorial career with Disney's Tron Legacy. That sequel earned 400 million worldwide, but that sum wasn't enough for Disney to allow Kosinski to pursue an intended sequel under the title Tron Ascension. Now, a little bit of history on Tron. Tron, when it came out, I believe, was 1981, if I'm not mistaken. It wasn't a box office success, but it got a cult following.
Right.
Just like Tron Legacy, it has a cult following right now. And I definitely wanted Tron 3 to actually happen. But it says in a new interview with Vulture, Kosinski confirmed he had storyboarded and written the entire third Tron movie when Disney pulled the plug on the project in 2015. As the filmmaker said, quote, "I got so close, I really tried." Kosinski's idea for Tron 3 was to invert the franchise's core structure. Instead of human characters being stuck into a video game world, the video game world would bleed into the real world, and the film would be about the blending of the two. They'd already teased that at the end of Tron Legacy, because Quora actually got out of the grid and into the real world with Sam Flynn. So that did happen. Quote, "But it was a different Disney by 2015. You can say that again. Kosinski said about why the project died. When I made Tron Legacy, they didn't own Marvel. They didn't own Star Wars. We were the play for fantasy and science fiction. And once you've got those other things under your umbrella, it makes sense that you're going to put your money into a known property and not the weird art student with black fingernails in the corner. And that was Tron, and that's okay." Wow. So we know now that Disney went all in for the quote unquote surefire thing, Star Wars. And honestly, let me tell you the truth. In 2012, Rhodes,
yeah,
when Lucas sold to Disney, if you don't know what's going to happen, things that have unfolded now. If you were going to make a Star Wars movie or Tron, which one would you have chosen in 2012? Star Wars is not even close.
Yeah, not even a debate.
You wouldn't even have to think about it.
I don't think you
guaranteed box office money.
You don't ask the question. Yeah, you just
it's a good business move. Instead of with Tron, when the last Tron only made 400 million. But in retrospect now, I would have rather made Tron.
I would rather them have just left Star Wars alone. I'd rather George Lucas still own it.
Yeah.
I mean,
Bob Iger screwed over George Lucas. No, we're gonna buy. We have your scripts and everything. Now we're just gonna throw it out. They went full Last Jedi on George Lucas himself.
Well, they certainly went Last Jedi on Kenobi. I know that.
Oh, we're gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk, and this actually may be worse than Last Jedi, because there's another story out there we're gonna talk about. Jeremy put up a video on Geeks and Gamers, and I just saw that and I was stunned. These people do not know what they're doing. I mean, one of the quintessential things from Star Wars, the people that are writing it didn't even know it. This is destruction on an unforgivable scale right here. Unforgivable. The Greg just popped in.
I was trying to get there. I was trying to get there.
But my goodness, man, I really wish that Tron 3 would have happened. And you know what? All the good shows, they want to cancel them. Like I told Rhodes that he needed to watch Saved by Wolves. That's a Ridley Scott TV show that was on HBO Max. Very
Canceled.
similar to Alien, canceled. Those first 2 seasons were great.
Yeah, you
I
said
mean,
it was very
Batwoman
good.
got 3 seasons and nobody watched it.
Yeah.
I mean, Hannibal season 4, when is it going to happen? Matt Mikkelsen is still out there calling for it.
Right. Hannibal season 4 didn't happen.
Or season 3. I can't remember.
No,
it's been so long. It's been 10 years since the last season.
Yeah,
it was great.
Bomani Jones got renewed, but we can't get Hannibal season 4.
Yeah.
Think about that a minute. Bomani Jones. Nobody watched his show. Nobody. Jamel Hill was the only person that watched it.
We're talking about Raised by Wolves on HBO Max. Great show. Go check it out. Yeah, another person, big fan of Raised by Wolves.
Yep. Now I wonder, should I watch it? Kind of like one of my favorite shows that was on HBO got canceled years ago, but they came back and finally came back like 10 years later, made a movie to tie it all up, and it was Deadwood, a show called Deadwood on HBO.
I heard about Deadwood. I have not seen it.
Oh, it's great. It's great.
I'm still waiting on Westworld. I'm waiting on a new Westworld season. I don't even know if they even begin shooting it.
Saw the first season. Haven't seen more than that. Yeah,
I like Westworld. It took me a while to get into it, I must admit. But we got one more story we got to talk about here, and this is Star Wars also. Folks, these people at Lucasfilm have no idea what they're doing. No idea what they're doing. This Obi-Wan Kenobi show, I said it was a 5 out of 10. It's trash. What did you give it, Rhodes? Like 5.5 or something?
No, you gave it a 4. I gave it a 4.5.
The thing is, man, it's breaking canon so much now, and that's a problem. But this story here, man, this is just unforgivable here, man. When it comes to Star Wars, the original trilogy, Obi-Wan Kenobi and Vader. When it comes to Revenge of the Sith, there's a scene in Revenge of the Sith, and it seems like these Disney Star Wars writers never watch Revenge of the Sith. Check this out.
How is this
over
possible?
Here on Bowden in the comments?
How do you not ask simple questions when you get ready to hire a writer?
Yeah,
let's talk about this, but I'm gonna unload. Just
Obi-Wan Kenobi writer appears to be oblivious of Revenge of the Sith. Has no clue Kenobi knew Anakin was Vader. Now, to people that actually did watch Revenge of the Sith and know the story, there is a scene in the movie where there is a hologram of Anakin and Darth Sidious, and he calls him Lord Vader in that scene, tells him to go and bring peace to the Empire. And Yoda tells Obi-Wan, because Obi-Wan's standing right there looking at it, gone he is, the boy you trained, consumed by Darth Vader. He knows that he's Vader. But these people at Lucasfilm have no idea what they're doing. Zero. Obi-Wan Kenobi writer Joby Harold recently discussed the latest Disney Plus Star Wars show and appeared to reveal that he had no idea that Kenobi knew that Anakin Skywalker became Darth Vader. Speaking with the Wrap, Harold revealed he didn't originally pitch Kenobi. He didn't originally pitch Kenobi not knowing that Darth Vader survived their battle. What? He said, quote, "That was actually not something I pitched originally. That was something I discovered along the way and sort of had to confirm with Pablo Hidalgo and really think, hold on a second, what does he actually know? Rose, take it away, man. Take it away.
Okay. Let's skip this moron. How the hell, Kathleen Kennedy, do you hire somebody to write this, be involved in the writing of this show in any way possible? Let him anywhere around it. How do you hire this person and him not only not be a Star Wars fan, but not know crucial elements? I would assume that you would ask people, are you a thesaurus for Star Wars? I mean, are you a dictionary for Star Wars? That's the problem. This is the problem. This is the example of what has happened to Lucasfilm, what has happened to Star Wars. They hire people that don't give a rat's ass about Star Wars, and that's why the product sucks. This guy didn't know this. This is elementary school bullshit when it comes to Star Wars.
Rose, let me read this next part here.
I mean, you know what? I'm not baffled. I'm not baffled by it at this point. I'm not. This is what Kathleen Kennedy does. Is she's I bet, yeah, somebody's right. He probably used the right pronouns and got the job. And that's the problem. You're more concerned with making sure you check all these damn political agenda boxes than you are the motherfuckers checking the right boxes on knowing their Star Wars. I mean, at this point, I mean, I don't know why am I watching this shit? I mean, I'm watching it so we can review it. I get it.
Yeah, that's it. But we'll probably go live tomorrow.
Why would I ever expect anything different from these people? I mean, a blind squirrel can find a nut. They found a nut with The Mandalorian. They accidentally got one right with Rogue One. 4 episodes of the Clone Wars was great. Everything else Disney has done related to Star Wars fucking sucks. And it's because of Kathleen Kennedy hiring assholes like this that doesn't even know about Anakin Skywalker and Darth Vader. Are you kidding me right now? It's ludicrous. It is mind-bogglingly ignorant. This is Rian Johnson. We're looking at Rian Johnson, another version of Rian Johnson right here. I mean, he said, I'm a Star Wars fan. Horse shit. I said from the very beginning, nobody would ever sit down and write that motherfucking movie like he did if he was a Star Wars fan. No Star Wars fan would write that damn movie. No Star Wars fan would write the crap we're watching right now. No actual Star Wars fan
nobody would. But look at this part. It says from there, Harold listed off a string of questions with one of them implying he and the team at Lucasfilm working on this show did not realize that Obi-Wan Kenobi knows that Anakin Skywalker is Darth Vader. Did they not watch the original trilogy? He questioned, quote, does he know the moniker Vader? Are you kidding me? Can he associate the two? What was he cognizant of? How isolated is he? Where's Vader at that time? Where's his reputation and how well known is he? And all those pieces of the puzzle. Well, if you watch the original trilogy, Princess Leia seems to know him pretty well. At the beginning, when she's captured by stormtroopers, she sees Vader. She's not surprised by him. And by the way, folks, she's not even scared of him. But they made Obi-Wan Kenobi a coward looking at Vader. A coward. Vader ignites his lightsaber. What did it have Obi-Wan do? Run away like a coward.
They made him into Jake Skywalker.
Yeah. They were more deceptive about it this time.
The same thing that they did to Luke Skywalker, they are doing right now with Obi-Wan Kenobi.
But they
It's
contradict
unbelievable.
themselves, man. And somebody else had brought this up on another video. When Nari goes to that planet, he finds Obi-Wan, and Obi-Wan doesn't want to be found. I don't know how the hell he found him. He tells Nari the time of the Jedi is over. Take the lightsaber and bury it, live a normal life. But in the next scene, he goes to Uncle Owen. When the time comes, the boy must be trained. So that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
That's bullshit.
Yeah.
How can you tell this fully trained Jedi, hey, let the Jedi die, basically, like Jake Skywalker. But then in the same sentence, tell Uncle Owen, he must be trained.
Right there. That's the next thing that's coming next. Vader's going to be canceled for blackface. That's it. That's the next thing coming. Kathleen Kennedy will put out a memo. Lucasfilm has thought it over, and we feel like it would be more inclusive to change Darth Vader to a more dark gray costume going forward. And all the original films will be altered. This original series will be altered to reflect these changes. There'll be a warning before or they'll put a warning on it, or both, please be aware before the start of this that the main villain is in black. And no disrespect to the African American community. This was not intentionally done as blackface. But that's what's going to happen. Yeah. God.
And Rhodes went on that rant. I mean, his channel was called Rhodes Rants, and Obi-Wan is his favorite Jedi.
Oh yeah, they clearly they sodomized him.
Yeah,
yeah.
I mean there is so, and one thing that I really hate what Disney has actually done with Star Wars is this cutting off from the Force thing. I mean, Jake Skywalker just said, fuck it. He uses the Force to do that Force projection shit, which I hated. He dies. Obi-Wan struggled to lift Leia up. I'm surprised they just didn't kill him off then.
You remember the cat in Big Trouble in Little China whose head just blew up and like exploded?
Yeah.
Now, when I think about that scene with Luke, it's like he used the Force so hard that his head started blowing up and he exploded.
His head did look bigger. Man, but what they did to Luke is unforgivable. Didn't even put him in the Force falls asleep, mates him Jake Skywalker in the trash Jedi, and then kills him, and then they bring him back for one scene in The Rise of Palpatine.
No. The answer is no.
We should not trade Brittany Griner for
a notorious damn arms dealer.
No way. No way.
No.
That's insane.
No.
That's completely insane.
I've got to trade.
What?
We're willing to trade Leah Thomas for Brittany Griner right now. We'll make that trade. We'll make that trade.
I don't think Russia wants
Leah Thomas. They won't take Leah. What if we promise to throw in a woke activist to be named later? Will that get the trade done?
AOC?
AOC? Shit. I'll make that trade right now.
I'll do it too.
Yeah.
I'll do it too.
Shit. I'll throw in Rashida Tlaib, no questions asked.
Yeah.
A little padding for the trade. Yes. Let's see what the chat says. Will we take Brittany Griner back for Leah Thomas and AOC and a activist to be named later? Jussie Smollett.
Juicy Smouye.
Hell yeah.
I'll consider that one. Michael Amato for $10. $10 for 10 of 10 stars. Epic rant from my boy. That's why he's called Rhodes Rants Peeps. But he is right. Everything Disney Star Wars does absolutely sucks. Love you guys. Always watching your channels. Thank you. Really do appreciate it. And initially, guys, we were not going to review it, but then that leaked ending came out, and boy, that was unavoidable right there. That was unavoidable. Now, spoiler, the Grand Inquisitor is supposed to come back in the next episode. And if they kind of want to get this thing right on track, the Grand Inquisitor has to be the one to kill Reva. Don't you think, Rhodes? I think so. He needs to kill her.
That makes a lot of sense, but she survived.
It does.
Spoiler alert. Spoiler alert. She survives to the second season.
That's the new league.
Also, the spoiler, there is going to be a second season of this.
Supposedly. Anyway.
Yeah.
Actually, what's that Rotten Tomatoes score now? Because it dipped into the 50s. And let me see what it is now. I mean, it got to 56%. It was a 71, dropped to 56. Oh, it's rotten again, 59%. 59%.
There you go. We'll throw in Amber Heard.
Grand Inquisitor he has to be back because he's in Rebels. He has to come back unless they're gonna replace him with another Powin with a longer head. I mean, this is how Lucasfilm, Disney Star Wars is so out of touch. Now, Rebels is Disney Star Wars. Rebels is good. They don't even make the Powin have an elongated head like George Lucas created them in Revenge of the Sith. This dude has a normal head like me. They didn't elongate his head. They don't even pay attention to their own canon.
Dude, one of the writers doesn't know Star Wars. Just told you he doesn't know elementary shit from Star Wars. This should not surprise us. This should not surprise us. Look who's leading the way here. Look at all the failures in Star Wars. There is one common factor in all of it. One. Kathleen Kennedy. That's the common thread. That's the one that binds us together, binds the Force skin together between Rian Johnson and these terrible writers and Robert Rodriguez trying to do his best Rian Johnson in the Book of Boba Fett and everything else that has ruined Star Wars. Crying out loud. I liked Robert Rodriguez before the Book of Boba Fett. What in the hell was he doing?
Awful.
I mean, I can't even believe this is the From Dusk Till Dawn director. Really? Are you kidding me right now? All these movies I've ever watched that you've done, and this is what you turned into Star Wars? God, he cut Boba Fett's nuts off and put him in a movie. He made him a total cur, for crying out loud. The baddest bounty hunter in the galaxy. Thanks.
Wow. Well, guys, I think that's going to wrap up the show here. Going about an hour and 10 minutes. That was fun. We're going to try to stream a little bit more. If you guys want us to here on the sports channel.
We're thinking once a week again, I think.
Yeah, I think that's going to work. That's going to have to work out the best.
Yeah.
That'll work out the best. Maybe like on a Friday or something. You know, like probably a little bit later, like a noontime or something. I don't know. Michael Amato with a $10 super chat. Kathleen Kennedy hates us. Don't waste your time watching their garbage, or you get what you paid for. Top Gun Maverick just gave Hollywood a effing blueprint on what kind of content people are yearning for. Yeah, you're right. But the woke media is also attacking Top Gun Maverick because people like it.
You missed that section of the show.
Yeah, the whole first part of the show was sports. But we're streaming across all of our channels. So that's why. Unusual, but hey.
The black and white network of channels.
Yeah.
Check
Black
us
and
out.
White Network channel streaming this in addition to sports and the Matrix and Road Show. So, any other final words, Rhodes, before we get out of here?
Negative. We appreciate everybody coming out, supporting all of the channels. Check us out on podcast, wherever fine podcasts are available. If you don't have the ability to watch videos, you can listen to all the audio from all the videos there on podcast. So there you go.
Yep. Well, guys, that's going to wrap it up. You guys be safe. Have a great day. And we will catch you next time.
Peace. We're out.